This is the Pentium 4 Celeron system, socket 478 system that I picked up from Carboot sale for £3. And I've installed Windows on it, but it's not been particularly reliable. So I've put on CPU-Z and hardware monitor, and the thing that you will probably notice is that these voltages are not exactly ideal. Plus 3.3 is around 3, plus 5 is around 5, but then when you get to plus 12 volts, you're getting a lot of fluctuation here between 9 and 10, which isn't really very close to 12. Minus 12 is minus 6, fluctuating between minus 6, minus 5 to minus 10. Minus 5 is all over the place, between minus 3 and minus 11. And then this plus 5 is, you know, between 1 volt and 4.8 volts. So something is clearly not very healthy on this motherboard. And what I suspect it is the capacitors at the back here, because there is quite a lot of sort of goo or slime or some kind of residue is the right word, on the motherboard. So these capacitors haven't popped, and they used to pop and you'd see them bulging at the top, but instead they may have leaked out the bottom. And the thing with these capacitors in this area is where the voltage is normally regulated. So I've tried a different power supply, and it doesn't really make much difference at all. But what I've tried to do is install some of the drivers. This is an SIS motherboard, and I've found some drivers online for Windows XP, and you know, we'll just see what happens. Let's go for custom, let's see what the options are. And it's got an SIS graphics card in it, built in, so it'll be potentially interesting to see how that performs, and we'll probably run some tests and we'll see how far we get, you know. So this motherboard is around 13 years old, so it'll be interesting to see what sort of level of graphics performance we get from it, and we'll see whether we can install the different 3DMark software, and we'll also see whether it'll restart. I think that's one of the problems that I've been having with this. You'll be running Windows, it'll be okay. When it restarts, tries to boot up again, that is when there will often be a problem. I've also taken out one of the sticks of memory just to give it less power requirements, I guess. Windows XP makes you set up an administrator account and then uses that as the main account until you then go and set up your own account. Okay, we've got a SIS utility tray. Let's have a look what this does. System properties, Windows XP, Service Pack 3, Celeron 2.93 GHz, 128 MB RAM. You get Task Manager, and you can see that it's only using 110 megabytes RAM, so 128 megabytes of RAM is okay for Windows XP, assuming you're doing nothing. Display properties, product and file information, SIS Mirage Graphics, integrated systems, Mirage 3.93, BIOS. It's not exactly very exciting compared to, 2008, compared to NVIDIA's drivers, etc. Oh look, I could choose a CRT even though it's not a CRT. What else? Gamma correction, color calibration, video setting, so yeah. Utility manager, okay. Wow. Right, so let's install some 3DMark benchmarking, and we'll just quickly see if we're still getting the same sort of voltage oddness. Yep. Okay, we'll have a look at CPZ. This is a CPU benchmark. Let's just quickly run that. .147 CPU single thread. Multi-thread 163. I'm just going to plug in a USB drive so we can install some 3DMark benchmarks. Okay, so I've installed 3DMark 2000. This is the first time I'm trying it. We're going to see if it works, see what score it gets with this graphics card, this processor. Only 128 megabytes of RAM. And we'll see if it works and how long for, and whether it crashes or not. That's reasonable, I guess. Obviously not compared to modern systems. That is not a good sign, is it? Blah blah blah. Technical error. Exception. Yeah, there's a lot of technical stuff there. Okay, don't send. Let's try 3DMark 2001. We'll also have a quick look at hardware monitor to have a look at the temperatures. And we've got a score of 1822. That's okay, I suppose. Okay, well, since that has worked and the system is still up and running, what I think I will do, these figures are terrible still, leave this running, see how long it runs, and see if it will continue to work, see how long it works for. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll update another video when there is anything new to report.